Why, hello everyone, Old Man Land here, and welcome to Byhaugen. It's the name of my place here in the meadows. I have my farm, and I thought it'd be nice, to start out here on the docks. Most times we come in by boat, quite often, and so anyways, here's a dock I built, kind of nice, quaint. Some of you may have seen it in some pictures I put up earlier when I was building this. This boathouse is actually really plain Jane. I haven't done anything with it on the inside, but who knows, probably some furnishings later to come in. But it's nice, a little bit out on the water. Built it up on this big rock here. Used all this beautiful diverger wood to build this long boardwalk out. I think it's kind of a nice touch, and gives a little way. The interesting thing about where I'm at here is that that's Black Forest over there, and I've got the meadows here, and we've got just beyond that where those trees are, that's plains. So kind of like a little corners, intersection here, but of the biome. So I get a little bit of interesting stuff going on now and again, but it's okay. It's all manageable. Just it's a lovely little area. Plenty of fishing. A good, nice little creek down there, and the ocean behind me. Of course, I'm sending a message there. Of course, we can see to all the goblins, let them know what I think of them. Wonderful people at times, but a little pesky. So here's my original little farm for my veggies that I came in, as you can just see, walking up towards the house here. A couple little scarecrows kind of keeping the worms out. The fences help. Got some berries down there, raspberries and blueberries over here, and of course here's the house itself. And as we come up this way, got a deck in the back, which I really haven't started to do anything with, but it's a nice deck, covered area under here for anything I don't want to get too wet. And front has a covered patio. There are porches that walks around there. And as we go inside, of course, I've got these stone, I modeled this after a picture I picked up online, on a Nordic kind of house that had the stone foundation wall, so I kind of try to keep it with that. Got all the basics in here. One portal to get me to a couple places I need to go. And, the fire and the whole kitchen set up. And of course, remember with some fire resistance stuff that was in there. I really can't tell, some of those goblins over there, they will have a lot of hot air, right? So I got my chest here, and it's kind of it. The house is really nice, comfortable, little, almost cabin-esque kind of thing. And of course, the deck walks around back over there. Now, if we come out this door and we go down, my beehives here. I just love this, before I put that fence up, there were a couple of boars that would come in here and they would attack these bees, and the bees would react and sting them, big green cloud would go up and they'd run over there and get right to that rock and poof, die. It's a great farming way to get some boar meat. Over here, outside, the back side of the fireplace, I've got my oven cooking, and that's kind of it. I saved this for the playground area for the kids, you might say. And I don't have any here, but just kind of what the idea was, something like that, a little free space. Oh, who knows, maybe get a goat or something. And back here, got my whole smithing area, the forge and all that good stuff set up. So I like this kind of open space. I always like the idea of porch outside. You only see the old movies, the guy with the blacksmith, they're generally outside. Sometimes they're inside in dungeons, those are hot and sweaty, but you know, back in the old Norse days, it's more likely to be outside, something like this, where you work, covered, and you know, everything has to do. Got wood, my charcoal kiln over there, and you know, all my ores in here, and we're good to go and start working away. So that's kind of how that part looks there. And of course, you know, there's a ridge and ravine and all that down here, and I run these banks to keep all the woodland stuff out, but they seem to have a nasty way of getting in. I think some of them just spawn in naturally, but it was kind of funny. It was in night just before doing this film here. I heard this growl at the front door, that the first doorway came in, and I was inside. I was like, I didn't think I had any company coming, and I opened the door, and right there on the porch was a gray looking shaman, a brute rather, just on the porch looking at him. Took a look at him, covered in short order, didn't need him there, but kind of interesting. Didn't know if he was there to say hello or inspect the place or do some damage, so we just dismissed the whole idea of entertaining him any longer. Now, I just did a video on clearing out some area here. Yeah, don't get too feisty with me. There you go. All right, well, so much of that one. I'll be back. But down here, I still have a little bit of a goblin problem, because this is where that village was that I cleared out, and I flattened, and I made a big, beautiful farm here with barley and flax. And before I knew it, they were all growing, and a couple little goblins like that one guy over there. See, here he is. They just seem to spawn in, and they just can't wait to get involved and engaged. I can tell you a story about that loch. That's where he kind of lived, and he stayed there long enough that I just started, you can see it glowing and glittering, I just started feeding him. I sneak up and feed him, and he's acclimating, he's taming. But he actually, I ended up with some pets. You know, somebody did something there. Oh, don't get too feisty on me now. He doesn't like none of these guys like no, let's not do that. Come on. You're supposed to be nice. Go eat. Eat some food. Be nice. Don't force me to do something I'll regret later. Okay, well, we're gonna go this way. %, frightened, and I hate wasting good meat. But can't have, it's not gonna be well behaved, well, but they just can't stay, that's my rule. Here's one that is tame, and got my saddle on it. Now, interesting story. After I demolished all that and the buildings there, and killed a couple strays that were running around, I decided, well, I better start fencing stuff off. So I'm building this whole thing, right? And I'm getting on I'm on the other side, and I'll probably just have to show you. And I'm coming down over here, and there's about 2 or 3 of these goblins out here, and I'm way down over there, and I'm building this up, going and going, and you know, all of a sudden, and bear in mind, this is the plains, and that's black forest over there, right, as you know. Well, you can just see it now on the back side. there's a burial tomb over there. And so you constantly get skeletons running around here. And they chase deer and everything else. Well, and there's some of these little woodland creatures. They never learn. And there was a couple of locks that came running in. I didn't have this built. Well, what happened is that I said, oh wow, this might be my opportunity, because I tried to tame them before and built the pen, and it just ran over me and killed me, and I ran up into goblins. And so that other one you saw there, and that one right there, ran in, and I just managed to, luckily they were running all day, they tore down more trees than a pack of trolls. But I dumped a bunch of food on them, you know, and I actually had to go and get food from other places, you know, some cloudberries. I went out and picked a bunch of those, and I had a bunch of barley that I, you know, got from raiding these other guys before, and I started dumping, and I'd back away, and I built up a little fence around it, and did that about 6 or 7 times, and finally got them corralled. It took me quite a while, and I'd come back, and I'd get more food, and cloudberries, especially, they're all over here, easy to get, and I'd give them to them, and they finally tamed down. And so it was just by luck of the draw that I ended up with 2 locks, and I tried to tame that other one that we just saw, but he didn't go so well. He seemed to have a behavior problem, a management issue, and doesn't like the fences, and was tearing stuff up. And of course, he was getting goaded on by the little goblins over the railing. There was whatever you call these guys, you know, that were coming in and adding to the problem. So, broke my heart, but you know, had none. Now I got 2, and I'm gonna probably have to take that back end and build a pen for them of some kind, maybe stone or something, just to keep them out of trouble, because this guy seems to be pretty good and content. I have some food there, and he plays in the water, and he's fine. And every once in a while, a couple of little green guys come in, and he takes care of them. You know, doesn't do anything over here, so I might have to do a couple of different kinds of fences. I had some boar come in here and tear up what the little goblins didn't out of my farm, but I'm going to get that back up in order and put some new fences up. I got my windmill here going, 1 bag, which was nice, and producing, so got that. And I'll probably get some more later on. But yeah, there's another little piggy. Anyways, this is the farm, and Byhaugen, I call it. So hope you've enjoyed seeing this little thing. I've got a walking lizards up here, kind of a little far away from the water, but I will leave them alone. I think next are kind of interesting critters, to tell you the truth. So I'll be quiet. Anyways, here we are, we're kind of back up on the wrong side of the fence. Let me see if I can safely jump over that. There we go, good. Made it. And this is Byhaugen, the farm, and I hope to make it productive a little bit pretty soon, and we'll see what comes next. I'll build up a corral for the locks so they have a nice, good, safe place, and see what other kind of stuff we've got going on. So thanks for visiting and stopping in, and I hope we'll see you some other time. Till then, like I always say, skål.